Hi, welcome to the 1K special, 2K special, 3K special, 4K special. Guys, if you think about it, this is still the 1K special because I now have 1,000 followers on all of my socials. Seriously though, I can't thank you all enough for the amount of support I've been getting lately. It's a little bit insane. There were a lot of questions, and if I answered them all in this video, it would be really, really long. So I'm sorry if your question didn't make it in. Why are you called that? This channel only exists because I had a few songs that I liked that didn't really fit with the direction my music was going in, so I just threw them on a channel with 0 subscribers and chose the first name that came to mind. I just like emoticons, they were on the mind, I guess. What made you come up with the title Hardly Know Her? The song is called Hardly Know Her because I thought if I named the song I Woke Up With a Boner, it'd probably be like suppressed by the YouTube algorithm and stuff. Boner, I hardly know her. How does it feel to suddenly get more recognition? Really strange. I've been posting stuff on the internet for 11 years and never really had a big audience, so this is all really new to me. Were you expecting a song about morning wood to suddenly make you famous? No. When I made it, I thought it'd be my most popular song. For me that meant like 300 streams. You got a few more than that. How did Hardly Know Her come to exist? Me and some friends were on VC and we saw that video of Josh Sider, and we thought the I Woke Up With a Boner line was really funny, so I just made it into a song. There wasn't really much thought into it, I just did that. Why did you start making music? When I was 11, I made really shitty cartoons, and I wanted to make music for them. So, I started making music. When you were a child, what bands did you listen to the most? When I was a kid, I pretty much just listened to the Undertale soundtrack. But when I was like 11, I got really into My Chemical Romance and Cavetown. Which of your music to listen to first for newcomers? My album Melodical Malpractice. I think it's pretty good. What's the game that changed your life the most? I think I would be lying if I said any game other than Jet Set Radio. If that game did not exist, none of this would have happened. So while it's not one of my favorite games, it definitely changed my life the most. Jet Set Radio or Jet Set Radio Future? Jet Set Radio has better vibes and like music, but Future is way more fun to play. Unfortunately, the original's controls are pretty clunky. What is my favorite video game? My favorite games are Resident Evil 4, Persona 3, and Dead Space. I'm realizing now that all of these games have remakes, but I played the originals of Resident Evil 4 and Dead Space. Do you play Deltarune? What's your favorite chapter? I do play Deltarune. Chapter 4 is my favorite. Do you have a Nintendo 3DS? I do own one, but I have no idea where it is. I haven't used it in a long time. What musicians am I inspired by? My biggest musical inspirations are Toby Fox, Worthy Kids, Junichi Masuda, and more recently, Hideki Nakanuma. What's your favorite animal, bird, bug, and flower? My favorite animal is a bird. It's a barn owl. My favorite bug is the Venezuelan poodle moth, and I like how dying snapdragons look like a skull, so I guess they'd be my favorite flower. What's your 8th favorite color? I know this is like a really stupid question, but I don't think I could actually pick one. I like most colors kind of equally. So I don't know, gray, I guess. COLON3 or more than COLON3? COLON3. What's your favorite bedtime story? Mine's Little Red Riding Hood because my grandma is mean to me and I think she had it coming. My favorite bedtime story is Room on the Broom by Julia Donaldson, and my least favorite is The Rainbow Fish. He did not need to give away all of his scales, that was stupid. Who's my favorite Bomb Rush character, and what's my favorite snack? Red and granola bars. Picking samples really depends on the song. I don't really have like a workflow for how I do it. For Hardly Know Her, the entire song was inspired by the sample that I just saw on Twitter. Music production process? Fuck around till it sounds good. How do I use Hieroglyphics, the music DAW? I've just always used FL Studio, so it makes sense for me. Do you draw your art? Yeah, all of the art that I use is my own. I'm more of an artist than a musician, so I was kind of surprised that I blew up from music and not art. What inspired Katie's design and the album art? Katie's design is inspired by Gur from Invader Zim, Castle Crashers, Choo Chooer's art on Twitter, and an outfit I wore in an old home video when I was like 1 or 2 years old. I wanted her design to feel nostalgic. Also, for music recommendations, I've been listening to a lot of Jamie Page lately. Would you cite Jet Set Radio and Bomb Rush as inspirations for your more recent tracks? Yeah, I played Jet Set Radio and Bomb Rush after people compared my music to the games. My more recent music is definitely inspired. What music did I have most fun making, and has music ever felt like a chore? Get Nasty is probably the song I had the most fun with. It was just fun, like, I don't know, I just kind of threw any idea I had at the song. And about the chore thing, I guess it kind of feels like a chore now, because I'm trying to get this EP out, and it's very stressful. Which of my own songs is my favorite to listen to? Cataclysm is probably my favorite. What sound fonts, instruments / VSTs do you lean towards when you make music? Here's a list of sound fonts that I like on screen. I also use Spitfire Labs, stock FL VSTs, and my own like guitars and bass. Do you like music? No. What would you do if your ribs were synced to the disappearing platforms on a Roblox obby, so every time someone walks over the disappearing platforms for each platform, a pair of your ribs also temporarily disappears? I think it depends how popular the obby is. If it's a niche obby, it probably wouldn't be much of a problem. Hope that answers your question. What is Yuri? Magical. Follow-up question, what is Yaoi? Slightly less magical. How often do you grow teeth? Every day, dude. How many minutes are in a minute? 1. How many questions are in a second? 11. How many questions in a question? Depends on the question. Am I allowed to ask a question? No. Do you want to hear a joke? Yeah. I don't get it. What's your favorite sin to commit? Homosexuality. What are your third and fourth favorite colors? What time is it now? How are you? Blue and red, 7 p.m. Pretty good, I guess. Do you want to hear another joke? Yeah. How big are you on a scale of fish to dinosaur? Probably like a few fish on top of each other. Do you want to play house? If so, which role do you want to be? Yeah, can I be—
Do you have hair in your special place?
Can you help me with something real quick? Yeah. Do you think Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are in a lavender marriage? Absolutely. Are you working on anything to release after the Jet Set inspired EP? I'm still working on the EP, but there will be more music soon after that. Will we obtain more Jet Set radio music? Yes. Will there ever be COLON3 merch? Yeah, if people are interested, I'd love to make merch. I'm not sure how many people would be willing to wear a shirt that says I woke up with a boner on it. Will you ever make a Christmas song, and will it sample me aged 8? That's so awkward. I actually already did that.
For Christmas, I was like, no, we're doing it.
Are you doing any upper level academic stuff? Yeah, I'm starting college soon, and I'm gonna be studying animation. Will there be a boner too?